If you ever needed a good example of what Texas is really all about, this room is a great reflection of that. Texans who, by no fault of their own, find themselves in a pretty rough situation. Some people don't have any idea whether they've lost everything that they have. Uprooted by act of God, a major hurricane that has devastated a substantial amount of southeast Texas. The good news is that Texas is populated by a lot of really good, big-hearted, giving volunteers, and the city of Austin is one of those great cities. We have spent the last 48 hours in southeast Texas in various and sundry places, both on the island of Galveston, in Houston, in Orange, and we've got some work to do. But Texans performed in an extraordinary way in evacuating these people out of harm's way, and we're really blessed in the sense that we didn't lose a lot of our citizens to this storm. And that's because local officials, mayors like Will Wynn, were leaders. They expressed in the strongest language the importance of evacuating, and now they're working to rebuild their cities. In some cases, this is going to take a long time, and it's going to cost a lot of money. But again, my focus has been on the search and rescue. It's been on making sure that Texans, like in this Grand Hall, are taken care of, and we will continue to look after them and to give them every assistance that we can. These are good-hearted men and women who, but by the grace of God, we could be in their positions. And I hope that's what all the people of this country and the people of Texas will keep in mind. Those that have electricity, those that have the comforts of modern day, that there are a lot of Texans that don't today. And our responsibility and our task and our job is to take care of them. And an individual who is doing a marvelous job of that is a great leader of this state, and a mayor who has got a big a heart as anyone in Texas. Will Wynn. Listen, I don't know whether we're going to have the time to answer everybody's questions, but we'll take a couple for myself or Will or for Derek, and try to keep them obviously focused very tightly on. Yeah. Here's what I'd like to do. Steve McCraw's here, who is our Director of Homeland Security. The question is about the points of distribution, the pods as we refer to them, and let me just give this is my standard answer. You can never get all of the supplies that you need on time to the places they need to be when an event like this happens. It's never fast enough, and it's never enough. But we do our best, and we do our darndest to push both fuel, ice, water, food into these areas. And what we're seeing is that flow is occurring. What I ask people to keep in mind is we're just a little bit past 36 hours, I think, 40 hours since we had landfall of this event. And what Texas has done and what our operation has been able to accomplish, I think, has been rather stunning when you think of the scope of moving 1.2 million people out of their homes into particular areas in the state, and then losing the power to the fourth largest city in the United States. and addressing the needs of those folks. So Steve, with that, this is Steve McCraw, the Director of Homeland Security.
Thank you. Well, quickly, as the governor said, you can't do too much too quick. It is H-48 right now. We did meet our initial goal at H-24 of having 3 regional or resource staging areas set up throughout the Texas. We're going to add another one here shortly. We've got 16 pods that were operational under H+48. We plan to go up to 60 by close of business tomorrow throughout the area. And again, it's all a matter of pushing food, water, and ice. And the other commodity the governor mentioned is fuel for first responders and emergency personnel. We've got not only those pods to maintain and also those regional resource staging areas, we also have to maintain 283 shelters that are operational with over 37,000 people in them right now. And thanks to cities like and people like Mayor Wynn here, the state can operate 1,600 different shelters at any given time. And of course, that's another distribution commodity type, and we're leveraging the private sector to get that done.
Great.
That help?
One thing that I didn't mention that I want to say with as many of you from the media that are here today, and I know this is being repeated across the state, both by the local officials in Harris County and Southeast Texas, but for those in the viewership or the listening audience, if you have evacuated, do not go back into your home area until those mayors, those county judges, those elected officials give you the okay. The worst thing that can happen is for you to leave the confines of a relatively comfortable air-conditioned setting back into the area when it doesn't have power back up. You'll be putting strain on the resources there that are being used still for search and rescue, the fuel, etc. We want to take care of our citizens, and if you are in an evacuated area, we're going to try to get your homes and your home areas cleaned up as fast as we can. But until we get that power back on, I think those mayors and those county judges want me to express to you their clear desire for you to stay where you are until we have given the all clear to go back into those areas. One more question. Well, you know, there's a lot of stories standing here behind me. There's a lot of heartfelt concerns about their homes, their personal effects, people that don't know what they're going to find when they go back, and you know those are the stories that tear your heart out. What they know is that they have a state that is as capable and compassionate to deal with them and their needs as there is in this country. There's going to be some long days ahead of us. There are going to be some difficult times. But the people of the state of Texas love their citizens. And our job is going to be to take care of their needs as best we can. I hope our friends in the federal government will be every bit as committed to this state of Texas as they were to Louisiana when Katrina came through. And if we can have that type of partnership and that type of commitment and that type of continued compassion, then Texas will be back in its rightful place as the greatest place in the nation to live. God bless you.